A proposal that was set to close 12 schools is now closing 4, when the final decision will be made.
Austin is increasingly losing millions of gallons of water. How much is it costing the city?
And tonight, a popular late-night show comes to UT.
Good evening. For Thursday, November 7th, I'm Abigail Redondo.
And I'm Cameron Parker. Thanks for joining us.
A new testimony in the Rodney Reed case is prompting lawmakers and celebrities to plead with Texas Governor Greg Abbott for a 30-day suspension of his execution. 2 weeks ago, before his set execution date, Reed's case has been thrust into the national spotlight after celebrities, including Kim Kardashian West, tweeted support for him. Reed was convicted for the murder of 19-year-old Stacey Stites in Bastrop in 1997. Reed, now 51, has consistently maintained his innocence. In the past week, Reed's lawyers have revealed that a man who was previously in prison with Jimmy Fennell, Stites' fiancé, told them that Fennell confessed to the killing Stites.
That testimony from Mr. Snow needs to be brought in. All avenues need to be traveled in order to get to the truth, to get justice for Stacey Stites and my brother Rodney Reed.
As of Wednesday night, thousands of people have signed an online petition to stop Reed's execution. Based on the new witnesses that have come forward, Reed's lead attorney, Bryce Benjet, said his team will file more appeals in the weeks before Reed's execution.
Austin ISD is now focusing on closing 4 schools instead of the original 12 that were slated, says an AISD spokesperson. Sims, Metz, Pease, and potentially Brook Elementary schools are a part of the 4 schools. AISD has scheduled community meetings to discuss the proposed closures and other district-wide changes. The school board is scheduled to vote on the proposed closures for these schools in 2 weeks.
Texans voted to pass 9 of the 10 constitutional amendments on the ballot this week. The passed amendments include making it more difficult to create a personal income tax, a flood infrastructure fund, and allowing more bonds to be issued for cancer prevention and research. In Texas, amendments approved by voters go into effect immediately.
Local elections were in the spotlight this week, but the race for the presidency is heating up. This past week, former Representative of Texas, Beto O'Rourke, has officially announced that he will be ending his run for president. This decision leaves 11 Democratic candidates competing to be the next commander-in-chief. The other candidates are currently polling close margins against President Donald Trump. Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Florida, Arizona, and North Carolina, which went red in 2016, show Trump trailing Biden by an average of 2 points among voters. Democrats would need to win 3 of the 6 states to take the White House, according to the New York Times.
The Austin Police Department made renovations to 6 interview rooms with survivors of violent crimes in mind. Old chairs and dull walls were replaced with thoughtfully designed furnishing. APD hopes survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence feel more comfortable. Project Beloved, a Texas nonprofit, designed the spaces for free. The governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, ordered the removal of homeless camps in South Austin. This comes only just a few months after a new law was passed that allowed the homeless to camp along sidewalks in the city. TxDOT representatives were sent out earlier this month to warn campers of the upcoming removal and allow them time to protect valued items from being thrown away.
At the end of November, Miltos Austin will be closing its doors and will join other long-running small businesses being pushed off of Guadalupe Street. Zach Leff finds out what made Miltos a special place during its 43-year run in Austin.
Miltos Austin will be shutting down its business after Thanksgiving. Due to low customer turnout over the past year, this once popular cafe will force its cashiers like Brittany Mendez to find employment elsewhere.
Yeah, but I know this was kind of up in the air for a while, and I was just kind of stressed about the whole idea just because that's my main source of income.
In the corner of Guadalupe and 29th Street, Miltos has been a staple in the UT community since 1977. Owner Edie George and her ex-husband wanted to bring a unique combination of Italian and Mediterranean cuisine from New York City to Austin.
That's why Miltos is long in business as it is, I saw a lot of small places going up and under around me. But we were always able to serve what customers want.
The restaurant was the first place in Austin to sell pizza by the slice. UT graduates Kelly Hayden and Miguel Vera went on their second date here and fell in love with the place immediately.
A local place, it's been here for so long, and it's just, you go in and you just feel like you're at home in a sense.
It's like a hole-in-the-wall type of place if you think about it. Like, you hear of Austin, and you think of, you need to hear about Franklin's Barbecue and just the other big, big restaurants. But then this place, if you didn't know about it, you'd be missing out on a good place.
George says she plans on keeping a little piece of Miltos alive by getting their famous Greek salad dressing into small grocery stores. Zach Leff, reporting Texas TV.
George has not yet sold Miltos' property as several deals have fallen through. She will continue to search for a buyer and hopes a deal is done by the end of the year. City leaders are working to cut down the amount of traffic going through one of Austin's most popular streets. Starting November 14th, Rainey Street will be closed to all vehicles, including scooters, from 9 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Thursday through Saturday. The plan will be in place for 5 months and, if well received, may become permanent.
The Tonight Show is currently recording here on the UT campus. Earlier today, thousands of students lined up outside Bass Concert Hall to secure their seat. The show begins taping at 4:30 and airs on NBC tonight at 10:30. Special guest appearances include Professor Matthew McConaughey, Chip and Joanna Gaines, and musical artist Gucci Mane.
Most college students go to school so they can land their dream job, but one student already landed his before his classes even started. How he got it and balances work and school at the same time.
An investigation reveals multiple government employees running red lights. The safety measures being taken next.
Got a quarter?
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
What are you, superheroes?
Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city.
Whoa!
Gear up, guys.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing.
I watch golf with him. And
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
The University of Texas is currently reviewing its Title IX policies. This comes after UT students had a sit-in protest in response to professors found guilty of sexual misconduct still being on the UT course schedule. The university plans to better inform the UT community about Senate Bill 212. This bill imposes criminal charges and job termination against faculty and students who do not immediately report Title IX violations or who make false reports. A KXAN report released last Friday says the city of Austin is losing about 6 billion gallons of water each year due to pipe breaks. Austin Water Director Greg Mesados says the previously installed water line infrastructure has not aged well. Coupled with weather extremes and shifting soil, the number of breaks in Austin has continued to increase each year. Last year, the cost of those breaks was nearly $2 million. This year, it could surpass that number. A newly formed Water Council committee has placed the issue on the agenda for next year and plans to invest $80 million in a digital metering system that will detect leaks in real time.
A recent investigation by KVUE found nearly 200 videos of City of Austin government employees running red lights in non-emergency government vehicles. These citations include Capital Metro bus employees, City of Austin employees, and school bus drivers. Cap Metro received the most citations with 97. With red light cameras now banned, Cap Metro told KVUE they plan on monitoring drivers more closely.
Do you have a favorite teacher in the College of Liberal Arts or College of Natural Sciences?
Devin Darianani is live on campus to tell us more about the history of the Gene Holloway Award and how to nominate.
Thank you, Cameron. The Gene Holloway Award was created in 1970. It's an annual award given by Texas Exes and presented to a teacher in the College of Liberal Arts or in the College of Natural Sciences. It is a student-led nomination process and is currently holding nominations for the 51st year. And while there has been 50 years of distinguished teachers, only 9 of the winners have been women.
The amount of males versus females in these two different areas, that is something that we also noticed, but we did see more females even nominated last year, and a female did receive one of the recipients last year. Well, we're super excited about that.
By using a new writing process, Texas Exes is making it easier for students to nominate their teachers. Gene Holloway nominations are open until November 18th. Live in the newsroom for Reporting Texas TV, I'm Devin Darianani.
You might want to pull out those sweaters again. After the break, we'll tell you what weather you can expect to see this weekend.
And college basketball season is upon us. What to expect from Shaka Smart and the Longhorns this year?
Really?
Come on, Bailey. Get up here. Let's do this.
Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smoke. Key.
Do we need crosstalk?
9 out of 10 wildfires
you want crosstalk
are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
The weather has been changing so much lately.
I know yesterday it was so hot. Today it feels like we're in Siberia. Is it going to stay the same, Bailey?
Definitely not. It is not going to stay warm for long. So I hope everyone enjoyed and took advantage of the warm weather this week, because over the next few days we will be facing a lot of change and thunderstorms and cold weather, the perfect way to welcome in November. We started off today with fog and high temperatures of 50 degrees, but into the afternoon there were dark skies and gusts of wind all across campus. Students were wearing rain jackets and carrying umbrellas to prepare for the rain that has come and gone throughout the day. By the end of the day, there will be thunderstorms until 7 p.m., followed by consistent rain into Friday morning. The temperature will hit a low of 48 degrees with wind at up to 25 miles per hour. On Friday, there will be a 40% chance of rain throughout the day and rain until 7 a.m. with temperatures that will reach a high of only 56 degrees, followed by a mostly cloudy night. On Saturday, the sky will clear up for one more sunny day with just a little bit of wind, but a cloudy Saturday night will cover the sky until Monday. On Sunday, temperatures will jump up once again to 72 degrees, but on Monday, there will be a chance of thunderstorms once again. Tuesday will begin another week of mostly sunny skies, and hopefully that will stay on for a bit of time.
At least Saturday it will be nice weather for the football game.
I know, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
UT's hottest team is not on the field, but on the volleyball court. Find out the key to their success.
Halloween may be over, but one family got quite the treat on this special holiday.
They said a bottle was just a bottle.
All right, Big Sexy, get up here.
That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. Gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet.
The Texas Longhorns volleyball team is now the #1 ranked team in the country. I had the chance to discover what makes this year's squad so dominant. This Sunday, it was another high-energy matchup at Gregory Gym. The Texas Longhorn volleyball team completed another undefeated week by sweeping the West Virginia Mountaineers. It's the 11th straight victory for head coach Jared Elliott's squad, and the Burnt Orange are now 9-0 on their home court.
Well, I thought it was a real steady match for us from start to finish. I think we had one little lapse there with some serving and a couple hitting errors, but for the most part, I thought the team played very steady, created good energy for themselves, and put up some pretty good numbers on both offensively and defensively.
Currently atop of the Big 12 standings, the Horns still have 6 games remaining in conference play. But while their focus may not be on the NCAA tournament just yet,
we just have to make sure we're going into every game focused on that game specifically, not focusing on the future. So I think that's what we've done a really great job of so far. We're just going to continue that as we move on.
there's still a belief across campus that this team can compete for the top prize in college volleyball. It's been 7 years since the Texas Longhorns last won a national title. They finished top 7 or better in the country each of the past 13 seasons, but have only been crowned national champs once during that time. But for some fans, this year's team is far different than those of the past.
I'd say this year the biggest difference is the depth. At previous years we obviously had really strong, really talented players, but right now this season you see subs and you don't see a drop off at all. I honestly think we might be the top team in the country.
While postseason play is still a month away, the UT faithful are ready for a national championship run. Nick Kuholtz, reporting Texas TV. The Longhorns are back in action on the road this Friday when they take on their arch rival, the Oklahoma Sooners. Year 5 of the Shaka Smart era began this past Tuesday for the Texas men's basketball team as they played host to Northern Colorado at the Frank Irwin Center. The Horns took the lead early and wouldn't look back. Sophomore guard Courtney Ramey had a double-double with 16 points and 10 boards. But the story of the night was all about Andrew Jones. In his first full game back since winning his battle against leukemia, Jones set a career high with 20 points and helped anchor the Horns to a season-opening victory. This weekend, it's an action-packed schedule all across Texas athletics. Tomorrow night, the softball team will take on Texas State in a fall game at 6 p.m. at McCombs Field. Also at 6 p.m., Karen Aston and the Texas women's basketball team open up their 2019-2020 campaign against South Florida in Tampa. And on Saturday, football is back in Austin following the bye week as the Horns take on the 16th-ranked Kansas State Wildcats in a huge Big 12 matchup at DKR. That game kicks off at 2:30. And guys, if Texas wants any chance to make the Big 12 championship come the first Saturday of December, they gotta go. They gotta win out the rest of their 4 games. It starts on Saturday against the Wildcats.
I agree.
I'm feeling optimistic, Nick.
We'll see.
You see him on television, but you might also see him on campus. Find out what actor might be your classmate.
And later, how one baby is keeping a family tradition alive.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you.
What do Austin, Miami, and San Diego have in common? According to a recent study, a stressful commute. The study found that 60% of Austinites say commuting is stressful. 62% say their commute is too long. Nationally, 60% of people say their job hasn't taken any action to improve their commute.
What would you do if you got your dream job while in college? Would you still pursue your degree? Carleon Jones shows us how 2 UT students handled it.
You may have seen him on your TV screen in commercials, or on Facebook Watch as one of the stars of Scam Austin. But did you know this rising star could also be sitting in your classroom?
I'm naturally an introverted person, so I'm not someone that bursts into class and saying hi to people and stuff like that. I usually tend to keep to myself. So I'm usually just wearing a hat, just walk in the back of class, sit down, and get my crap done.
In 2017, Terry landed a role in Scam Austin, the same year he got accepted into UT. That year, Terry says he went from being bored in community college to filming 12 hours a day and cutting his coursework down to 6 hours to manage his time.
Spreading yourself thin is not going to make whatever you're working toward a potent and meaningful thing. So whatever you do in life, whatever you're passionate about, put all of yourself into that. If something can wait, let it wait.
The task of going in between school and filming left Vanessa Eulich with the difficult decision to leave grad school during her time at SCAM.
I've always just really been into school. Like, I never missed like a class in grad school.
For Eulich, the long hours of filming meant giving up one of her passions, education. But she says she doesn't regret her decision.
You know, even though it was a little unorthodox to take time off to work, I recommend it to anybody who can do it. Like, I really do believe that UT could and should incorporate a little bit more industry into especially the grad program. If there's a way to do it, I think it did nothing but add to my focus and education about what production is.
Carleon Jones, reporting Texas TV.
If you would like to check out all the high school drama on Scam Austin, head over to Facebook to watch Season 1 and Season 2.
Dang, that was so cool. I didn't know that was so inspiring.
Yeah, I'm going to have to add that to my watch list. I just finished Succession, so I got to watch Scam Austin now.
Yeah, for sure.
A voluntary recall has been issued by the Mann Packing Company for a series of vegetable products sold at H-E-B. The recall was issued after the FDA released a notification that their products may contain listeria. Any products with a best if enjoyed by date of October 11th to November 16th should be thrown away.
Well, I hope people are not getting any of those products. Halloween is more than just a holiday for this Austin couple. Jessica Kissinger and Tim Simon met on Halloween, got engaged on Halloween, and now they welcomed a newborn baby girl on their special day. She wasn't originally due until November 16th, but Emery Lou Simon made her debut last Thursday, adding another milestone to the holiday. Wow, that was such a cute story.
What an adorable baby. Oh my goodness. Could
Well,
just pinch her little cheeks.
I'm happy for that family. Thanks for joining us tonight on Reporting Texas TV.
And if you'd like to check out any of our stories on our newscast, please visit reportingtexas.com. We'll see you Thursday. Good night.